Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good morning, everyone. Apologize for the delay. There were some issues with logistics, but we're back online. Appreciate your patience. And good morning, Lourdes. Chair Wicks, whenever you're ready, and Ryan's ready, the floor is yours, okay? Of course.
Good morning, everyone. Call to order the Elderly Affairs Committee of Town of Miami Lakes. It is 9:17. And before we get started, I'd like to introduce a potential new member, Jessica Joseph. Would you like to stand up? Jessica works for Catholic Hospice and is going to be joining our team, we hope. Thank you. Let's do roll call.
Chair Dottie,
Here.
Lourdes, Omaida, Pedro, Marie Deming, Rosario, Alexandra, Sarah,
Sarah's sick. She's absent. Excuse.
Ida. Ida, I don't see Ida.
Been sick too yesterday. She was not feeling good.
Okay. Nancy, Jackie, Alex, Zamara, Marie, Medros, Dave, Oliver. I saw him. Gabby,
Gabby I think, is off the list.
she's off now. Michael and Willie.
Okay, if anybody wants to call, excuse me, minutes. Approve the minutes. Okay.
That was you.
You are very dashing. Everybody's usually in a hurry to get out, so it's kind of, we miss it every now and then. Okay, we have no presentation. Okay, I thought I heard. Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Okay, I hope there's some people interested in it. Let me know. Thank you. Comments from the chair. For a little bit of housekeeping, if anybody has something they want to discuss as a project or something, email me or Willie and we can put it on the agenda because the agenda gets set up. I think last time we had one or two things that came up that should have been on the agenda. So that's just for future. All right, under the old business, our last traveling bingo for August was 2 weeks ago. And it was a huge success. Everybody likes the food. Who doesn't? I mean, and we had a good time. Rosario was there, Omaida was there, Sarah was there, Nancy wasn't there, and I was there. Does anybody else? Jackie, Jackie was there? No? No. But it was good, and there's always a lot of compliments from that restaurant, which was Baby, I always call it Baby, it's Holiday Bakery. I don't know why I call it Baby Bakery. So our next one will be in September. We don't have any more for August. We're a little short on our budget, so we're going to have one more for August, unless Willie's got magical fingers and has some more money somewhere. Under new business. At last year, I guess it was the year before, we voted on having a Ms. Senior Miami Lakes. And we didn't do it last year because of the virus. And this year I got contacted by Rose Titus, who is the Ms. Senior Florida contest. And we were interested in it. The people that voted to do it, Lourdes was one, and I know Amida was one that voted on it. And so we thought, well, we'll do it this year. Well, the timeline was so short. I mean, we had to have our Miss Senior Miami Lakes in by September the 12th, and it was just impossible. They had asked us to send out the cards. I don't know if any of you have seen the cards. And they had the last year's Miss Senior. She was 95. And from what I understood, she told jokes. That was her specialty. And it was, if you looked at the movie, it was really good. It was cute. Well, I got calls from the seniors. When are we going to do ours? And I said, well, I'll bring it up in the meeting. There is interested in that. Some of them not to participate, but they've never been to something like this, and they would like to see us do it. So I talked to Lourdes and who's the other one? Oh, Stephanie. Stephanie has had the virus, and she's still recovering from it. So we decided we'd like to go ahead and do it this year, and I wanted to see what the committee thought about it. Do I have any objections to it? Yes, Nancy. We can't hear you.
I think it would be helpful for us to know exactly what it is we're being asked to participate or to hold the contest.
We're not asked to do anything. We're doing it our own way this year. We're going to make up our own. We're not going to enter the Miss Florida contest. We're just doing the Miami Lakes, and we're going to make it the way we think it should be. You know, this is just a fun thing. I mean, you know, I had the seniors, the ladies that call me were just so tickled just to hear in their voice how they thought this would be so much fun. I said, we got to do it. So we're going to make up our own rules, and you have to be at least 60 years old. One other thing that was brought up, nobody from our committee should be on it, and I agree with that, or anybody from the town. It should be strictly a senior that is in this town. Now, we're going to make up the other qualifications. The committee that was, anybody wants to join it, they're welcome, with Lourdes and myself and Rosario and Stephanie. So that's going to be going forth. We'd like to do it in October because it'll be cooler then. And I think it'll be, we'll have more money for one thing. And we're going to look for a sponsor. I'd like to have it fully sponsored, which would be nice, but we're just going to have to wait and see as we work along with it.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been to the presentations in North Miami, and it's been really, really enjoyable. And it is so amazing to see all these ladies with all these talents and the presentations. And I mean, it is so much fun. And you get surprised to see these old ladies, I mean, all ladies with all this talent. And the way they present themselves and the way they have lived their life, very successful and productive life, and still at this age, they're still doing something. And some of them dance, some of them play the piano. Another one is a doctor that does something else. And, you know, they have comedians, they have all kind of different talents. And it is just very, very nice. I know some of the organizers, and that's how I get it. The first time Michael invited me, that was like 3 years ago. We got a group and we went, some of the elderly affairs committee and other people. And then after that, I kept getting the invitation. So I went the last 2 years too. So it is something that should be really a lot of fun. And it's something I remember in the beginning with the elderly affairs committee, we used to have the dancing contest when we had the senior
Oh, yeah.
games, and we had the dancing contest, and that was so much fun to
I know.
see these older people dancing on the floor. I mean, it was so nice. It was really a shame that we couldn't keep doing that. But anyway, this is kind of in the same line. So it is a matter of not only but this lady, they have such a body, so you say, well, they have to be doing exercising, they have to take care of themselves. I mean, because they not only have talents, but they also look good. And they're very educated. Most of them are very well educated. So it is very nice. It is something nice to do, and I think it will be very enjoyable.
Oh, I know. I've seen each year. I've seen I watch it on TV.
I
Um,
have a lot of pictures. I have that I took.
Rose explained to me that this year they opened it up to any kind of talent. If you want to just get up there and talk about your history, you know, or something like that, you didn't have to sing, dance, play an instrument, because there's seniors that have a lot of history, and to me, that's a talent in itself. So that's something we're going to look into in doing this, and by maybe next meeting we'll have all the have a lot of it set up. Right.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, this next one, Mr. Willing, maybe you'd like to talk a little bit about. I had a meeting with him and Ernesto, and he brought up some new things that I think are going to be interesting, and I'd like him to explain them to us. One is the new senior walking exercise program.
Thank you, Chairman. Yes, we're creating new programs. We're in the midst of expanding our programs. And Ernesto comes from us from Hialeah. He was in charge of a center, a Hialeah Senior Center. So he's very well versed with the needs of the seniors. So one of the programs he held over there was a walking club. And we're going to try to bring that here to the town. It's basically we discuss maybe evenings when it's cool at Picnic Park West, because there's a nice track there. And there'll be a walking component and maybe a little bit of education component as well, with mindfulness and some degree of mental health, which is very important now. We're all suffering from this ongoing COVID issues. So, and we all know somebody who's been affected by now. So it's just important to get us back in action, back to exercising, and get our minds straight again. As far as the cooking program, that's something that that I oversaw in Hialeah. When I was in Hialeah, we had a major partnership with Le Cordon Bleu, which is no longer in service. They went back to France, but we were able to pivot to Miami-Dade College. They have a cooking school. So the idea is to bring them on board and provide cooking classes for seniors and also for the youth. So it's going to be a well-versed program. We're still very early on the logistics of it. There's nothing in concrete yet, but Chairman Wicks wanted me to, bring up to you guys and what we're working on. But that's where we're at right now. The cooking program is amazing. We have partnerships with Whole Foods and Le Cordon Bleu, and later on with Miami-Dade College. So we combine healthy eating with cooking classes. So it's very, very important that I think there's something important that we could do here and fun.
Thank you, Willie.
You're welcome.
The next is our Jerry Squad program. I don't know if everybody's aware of this, but I guess it was 4 or 5 years ago, there was a gentleman that was on the Elderly Affairs Committee. His name was Jerry. And he wanted the Elderly Affairs Committee to put together a program that would help seniors with their shutters during a hurricane. And we have progressed up to the last 2 hurricanes. We have been able to help the seniors. What they have to do is they have to register. They have an application they have to fill out, complete it, return it. It gets notarized. And then if the hurricane comes, we have, I think it's, right now I have about 18 to 20 volunteers that have registered. With that, then we have, each one will get paired together with 2 homes. And they go out, they get a form. They go out, they put the shutters in, and they keep that until the hurricane is over. Then they go back and take the shutters down. And it has been very well accepted for the ones I have. I had 30. 2 of them have moved out of Miami Lakes, and 2 of them passed away. I don't remember what happened, but the ones that are still here really are looking forward to it. I spoke at Glen Ellen, and we hope to get some seniors out there because we don't have too many on the west side. I don't know if it's because they didn't know the program or what. So Alex and Hope Reynolds were very helpful in getting the word out over there. So if any of you know anybody that wants one, I have applications. There's applications at Town Hall, and they have to be completed and returned to me, and then we put them on the list. Or any volunteers or that want to help. Okay. But it is a good program, and it is helpful for the seniors. So many of them have told me they are so grateful to have somebody to come out and help them do it because they can't do it anymore. And even with the COVID, their relatives aren't real close to them. Some are, come down for a piece or whatever. And the way the weather is all over the country right now, it's unbelievable. We've been very blessed that we haven't gotten a hurricane yet. So we had a very short meeting today. I have nothing else. I don't. Since we voted on it, do we have to readdress that? I didn't think we did, but the Miss
Le-
Senior.
I don't know if we motioned it, so,
It was voted on in, not last year, but the year before, it was voted
But-
on. Yeah, it was voted on. Because Lourdes and Rosario and Stephanie, and Steffi is interested. You just love to say that, don't you? It was a short meeting, so everybody can get out of here early today. Okay.
thank you, everybody. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Jessica, thanks for coming. Hope you can make it.